But this time it's going to be an argument about generations.
Now I know. Everybody's mind is thinking about the South African producer of opera. But no.
On the contrary, it's a more serious business.
There have been a lot of generations that have produced wonderful people.
Generations like the holy generations of the BCs and ADs. We produce wonderful people like Moses, Joseph, Solomon, Jesus, and etc.
Since their whole generation independence, this generation has produced people like our first president himself, Jomo Kenyatta,
Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, and others. And then there came generations Elizabeth. This generation is highly granted respect for taking our music to another level. Ay, jamani. Oh yes! With the likes of Maroon Commander, Matias Mlamba, and others.
Speaking about this generation, you remind me of a beautiful lady known as Caro. You know, Caro. He is. In fact, she. She is beautiful.
She's beautifulistic.
Philanthropistic. Realistic.
Cutistic.
Yeah, in fact, she is the only flying toilet in Kibera.
Hey, just go on, Javel.
Let me go now.
Muteja, Javel.
Muteja.
Yeah, why you give me
Mama.
every day you change your number.
Nimekupigia simu ili waamini na kijiweni mwenye Karo. Karo, uliondoka hata kunitumia please call me.
Please call me peke yake sikipure.
Si ati sina credit my friend. Niliweka mama 50 kwa jazi walikunywa Karo.
Ai, pole sana.
Karo, napenda kuliko vile napenda kachapati.
Kachapati Javel.
Kwa sababu kachapati kako flexible. Unaweza kukula na kanyama. Unaweza kula na kamaragwe. Unaweza kula na kakapechi. Unaweza kula na kaingoko. Kwanza ulinibia ngoko yangu utanilipa.
Hiyo atakulipa tuku yako.
Unaweza kula na kaviasi. Na kama una kitu kachapati unaweza chomewa.
Jamani sura nayo.
Karo, si ati na kumiss. Hakuna kitu na miss kutoka kwako Karo, no. Kitu ile na miss kwako Karo. Hiyo pua yako.
Pua ya Karo, jamani.
Pua ya Karo imekaa mzuri kwa sura. Na ukiona hiyo shape ya pua yake, ni kama kiti ya potapota.
Potapota.
My friend.
Kwani ni nini mbaya?
Hiyo nywele yako ni ngumu. Ukitaka kuchana umeze painkiller.
Mbona unaniaibisha mbele ya watu wote?
Tuma salamu kwa bro.
I was saying, This generation has produced people like our former president, Mzee Mwai Kibaki,
Honorable Second Prime Minister.
and others. And then the current generation, Jipange.
This is the generation that has had a lot of names.
Names like Generation
And
Dogondogo.
this is just because of the ratio of women to men.
It is also known as the digital
And
generation.
this is just because of the advance of technology.
It is also known as the AKA
And
generation.
this is just because everybody has a nickname.
From the woman representative of this country, Manzi wa Nairobi, to the president and his deputy, Uhuru. This generation, what is it? This generation has produced funny people from the likes of the former MP of the Makasi, Mr. Ferdinand Waititu.
Pengine kwa uzuri si vibaya.
Salala Muhammadi.
Mr. Millionaire himself, Mike Sonko,
To famous people like Churchill.
Madam Ratai,
Hey, Eric Omondi.
Chipukizi.
Ai, itakuwaje?
Surely.
If this is what we go tomorrow, basi ishakuwa. Generation Jipange is a generation full of youth.
Youth ladies slogans from big snakes.
These big snakes, aka hali wakubwa, have brought about slogans like siasa mbaya, maisha mbaya.
Ukiwaona hao,
Bado mapambano, mapambano, mapambano. Bado mapambano. And when all these slogans come together and erupt into a huge volcano, these big snakes, aka hali wakubwa, do not come into
and
action.
so they use as youth to express themselves. When they teach to each other,
Love to each other, enjoy the game. Hai ndugu yangu.
Yeah.
Kaka.
Naam dada.
Hai, sana amekuwa dada.
Samahani kaka.
Hata kama mchezo watufurahisha.
Mchezo watufurahisha.
Hata kama mchezo tuwaupenda sana.
Penda sana.
Tukifungwa.
Fungwa.
Unausikia uchungu?
From my heart.
Tukifungwa.
Tukifungwa.
Sio wale wachezaji hawaumii lolote. Ni sisi mashabiki ndo tunaumia.
Fungwa. Kaka tukifungwa. Sisi wachezaji ndo tunaumia.
Ilikuwa ni mashabiki. Mashabiki. Sisi mashabiki.
Tukifungwa. Sisi mashabiki ndo tunaumia.
Alafu inakuwaje?
Hey, witness. Ni kama mbinde, ni kama ndalama.
And then this generation has changed the flag. Fahali wakubwa wakipigana, nyasi huumia.
Kaka. Fahali wakubwa siku hizi hawapigani.
Wafanyana nini?
Wakiletana nyenye fimbo.
Wewe.
Hawataponi kwa fimbo. Wapeleka na Supreme Court.
Petition nayo.
This same generation
Kizazi hiki
have remixed some church songs
wameweza kuchanganya nyimbo za kikanisa
of this gospel industry
ya kiwanda cha injili
into their own meaning.
kwa maana zao wenyewe.
Wait and see.
Emupenzi, emupenzi, hauko mbali na macho yangu we.
Utanifanya nikupate, lakini mwenyewe nimeokoka we. Utanifanya kote dhambi.
We mupenzi,
There is some youth who are here
kuna vijana ambao wako hapa
are using part of this song.
wanatumia sehemu ya hii nyimbo sasa hivi
Katia Adem.
kumchumbia msichana.
Let me show you.
Emupenzi, nibusu nikuite mupenzi.
Kama utakatifu waruhusiwa kaka.
Ulinisababisha sijitie kitanzi kama huamini.
Hiyo busu kipo msichana unaweza kutoboa shavu yake. And the other song that has been remixed.
Na ila nyimbo nyingine ambayo imeweza kuchanganywa.
Sorry, we have forgot. Wapi nuru ya Willy Paul alichukua best male artist?
Nyimbo nyingine ambayo imeweza kuchanganywa
is by youth who are seeking for marriage.
ni kwa wale vijana ambao wanachumbia ama kutafuta mchumba wa kuoa.
Nipe macho nione,
Macho
nipe macho nimwone,
sawa sawa.
nipe macho,
Nipe macho ni
macho ya roho,
macho
nipe macho,
nipe macho ni muone sawa sawa.
macho yangu yanaona ana wigi,
Kumbe ndani ni kipara.
kwa macho namuona ni mweupe,
Kumbe anapaka Carolite.
macho yangu yanadhani ana bwana,
Kumbe analala na mbwa.
The way that people talk to words and money comes out. I'm talking of the ATM. It has also changed the mobile operation from the days we were used to long pressings and holdings of buttons to nowadays, whereby it's so simple. We are just clicking. And talking of the communication industry, we are done with the long time writing of letters on papers. And nowadays, we are just using emails, don't get? Twitter, don't get? Upload, don't get? And there is also Skype, whereby you can express the feelings to the person you see, don't get? And not forgetting,
Don't take my number.
why?
We socialize them first.
This same technology has changed the romantic world. From the times whereby our grandfathers were kidnapping ladies for marriage to nowadays whereby it's so simple. Hello, dear. You have been looking for a husband for more than 10 years without success. You have been looking for someone who will love you for the rest of your life. You have been looking for someone who will bring your dreams into reality. Don't worry anymore, because we have a solution. Just SMS single to 8448. Now jinakulia mpenzi. This same technology has made our religious leader to spread the good news through electronic devices like the radios, the TVs, and this is what they say after preaching. Ndugu mtazamaji ulioko hapo nyumbani, sasa unaweza kutoa sadaka kupitia nambari ya M-Pesa au account number unayoona hapo kwenye televisheni. Na ukitaka maombi unapata begu ya shilingi 1,000 na kuendelea. Kaene ako kuradhima, yani Mungu atakubariki. Na maanisha baraka zake Mungu zitakufuata popote ulipo. Yani where you go,
They go,
where you stay,
they stay.
where you move,
They'll move,
they will follow you. Where you go,
they'll go,
where you stay,
they stay.
where you move,
They move.
they will follow you.
Wapinuria Gloria Muliro.
And after all this, can somebody say amen somewhere?
Amen.
Oh yeah. Where you go,
They go,
where you stay,
they stay.
where you move,
They move,
they will follow you. Where you go,
they go.
Our permanent secretary, Mr. James Waweru, all the invited guests, our graduates, all protocol observed, ladies and gentlemen. It's amazing, as I sit here representing the Youth Enterprise Development Fund, it's very clear we have a lot of work. And when I say a lot of work, it means we have amazing talents. We have so much we can give this country. I look at them here, all these are entrepreneurial ideas. KEPSA has been able to do what government would have otherwise done without partnership. Government has so many competing needs, and all these need to be taken care of. For us at the Youth Fund, we take advantage of this because we would have otherwise used the money that we would have used to lend to you to provide the trainings. So KEPSA has taken us halfway there, and we are very grateful for this partnership and in forming the Kenya Youth Empowerment Project. We are grateful to the Ministry of Youth Affairs and to the World Bank, as well as all the partners. Having said that, I'll take this opportunity to give you information that after your graduation, I expect that wherever you're going to go to, you will visit any youth office, be it at the Chief's Camp, be it at the District Commissioner's office, be it in our regional offices in Mombasa, Kisumu, Kakamega, Nairobi, that we are going to expect you so that we can guide you on how you can tap into the capacity that you've received. The Youth Fund has been known to only offer credit, but that is not all we do. Before you receive this credit, and it's something that the President has alluded to, there is need for a lot of capacity building. Not all of us get the chance to go to secondary schools, university, tertiary colleges, but the government has given an opportunity to the youth of this country to contribute to the growth of the economy. This is through the Youth Enterprise Development Fund. We may have had a few challenges. We may have had many hurdles to go over, but the fund has grown. We realize the potential in the young people, and that's why we have developed several products to be able to benefit and to help you generate income through entrepreneurship. We have the constituency-based products. These come at no interest rate at all. And looking at the graduates today, I'm actually saying I expect to see you. If you don't have our contacts, Ehud has my number. He will refer you to our offices. And what we are going to do just to strengthen this partnership with KEPSA and with the KYEP program is we are going to look at what products we have. We are going to tailor our products towards this particular program. And as we are saying this, you're saying we know young people cannot afford collateral. There are different tiers of youth. There are those who need to be held, just the same way we will have sheep, not to say that we youth are sheep, but there are sheep who have no teeth. There are those who have a lot of wool that needs to be harvested. There are those who've just been born and they still need to learn to walk and to start herding, so to speak. So what we have done is we have a wide range of products to cater for those who are already in business and can afford collateral, as well as those who are starting off and they cannot afford any form of security or collateral. So the procedure is not long. I know sometimes you may have visited our offices and what happens is you're told you need to fill an application form. And the young person will go away saying, you know what, the procedure is too long. The purpose for us getting that information is because it's not just our business to give credit or to give accessible funds. It's also the responsibility of our institution to make sure that the money the government has invested in the youth to create economic opportunities is used efficiently and effectively, and that there is accountability. So we make you fill the application forms because after you get the loan, we need to monitor and evaluate your project. We need to analyze how your project is going because the end goal is, as you're setting up as an entrepreneur, you should be in a position to create employment for another young person. The President has pronounced, and I know there are measures being put in place to make sure that we benefit from the 30% government procurement from youth enterprises. There is a program. The program is the Youth Access to Government Procurement Opportunities. In short, we call it YAGPO. And we are currently having products to make sure you have LPO or trade finance. So don't shy away. Whether you're going to get into export-import business, that will be covered. If you are going to get a contract from government, that is also covered. So there is no reason why we cannot tap this talent that is already here to create employment. It gets very boring when I get into the details, but unfortunately the details on development are usually boring. But we still need to take a we need to keep keen attention to it, take good care of the resources we have. We may not have done much, but the reason is because when you take a loan, this is a personal commitment. You don't walk on the streets and say, I have gotten a loan. And that's the difference between what the Youth Fund is offering and any other project that might be targeting the young people. However, there's a lot of money for the youth of this country. The government is investing in us to make sure we create an environment where our children, our children's children, and even our parents can benefit from. Because the people or the young people they have brought up have the capability to earn an income and take care of their families and their loved ones. Having said this, I wish we had probably come in with a tent and set up the various brochures. However, we do have offices in Nairobi. That's the headquarters at the National Bank building. We have an office in Mombasa at the TSS Towers. We have an office in Kisumu, in Kakamega, in Garissa, in Machakos, in Meru. Director Mteti, have I left out anything? And the rest of the country. The government has also made sure that in every constituency, we at least have one constituency officer. And this is because we are now at the grassroots, making sure that young people can benefit from the fund at the constituency level. So do not be cheated that the fund only sits at Nairobi. We are across the country. We have 363 officers who are there to serve you. You are our employers, and please do not lose hope, because hope is what keeps us going every single day. And again, I am requesting that let's be grateful with what government is able to do. We are bringing in partnerships. We are blessed to have the kyep program. We know that there are going to be many more partnerships in the area of youth empowerment. So what we need is a positive image. We need a change in attitude. We need to have a positive attitude and stop listening to stories that keep telling us that you are the future of this country. Can we make it the future of this country by actualizing what we are being told and what we are being taught? So as graduates, once again, I am encouraging you to visit our offices. We have a few interns that we took on in the current phase. They are doing a good job. The interns have been placed in credit. They've been placed in finance, in procurement, in our legal department, as well as in ICT. So it is an issue of creating gainful employment. Kwa hayo machache, ninawashukuru sana, and visit our office. Anyone, including myself, can give you advice on how to handle your entrepreneurship program. And one thing I've seen in the program is that we are targeting young people between the ages of 15 to 29. And probably this is something we'll take up with kyep and the ministry and the partners involved, because the Constitution is very clear on the definition of youth. Youth are between the ages of 18 and anyone who hasn't attained the age of 34. So the minute you hit 34, you cease being a youth. That said, we still have a mechanism to make sure you're able to continue your business as an exit strategy. So there is an age group that the fund is not covering, and also an age category that the KYEP program is not tapping. So those are some of the things we are going to look at, so that even as these programs run, we make sure there's a lot of synergy between the partnerships, the money that is coming in from the donors and all well-wishers, as well as the money that the government is investing. Asanteni.
Vijana mpo? Mpo tena? Siwasikii habari zenu. Our chief guest and our PS in the Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports, Mr. James Waweru, all protocols observed, distinguished guests. The only way of understanding this project is by knowing who the key players are and also who the participants are. Mine is a very humble task to introduce the teams that form and participate in the KYP. Allow me to start by introducing the youth who are a part of the KYP and who are in this gathering. When I call your group, kindly stand up. I start with the Cycle 2 graduates